Hello, welcome to the second part of the video. In this part, we will be talking about ethics and ethics relating to accounting. So, in this part of the video, we would learn what is ethical behavior, the main provisions of IFAC Code of Ethics for professional accountants, and the implications of unethical behavior for stakeholders using financial reports, and the type of ethical issues raised for accountants in the business, and the role of whistle blowing. So let's see, what are the sources of ethics? Individual ethical guidelines. That means what are an individual, where they get the ethics from. So basically, ethics of an individual, of a person, um, get from parents. What's the level of ethics? Obviously, there are some exceptions. The kids of an ethical parents can be unethical, but usually this is how we learn. The kids actually learn uh, different things from their parents, families, and the groups, social groups they meet, they stay with. A peer group, yeah, the peer group is important. The friends are important in case of influencing the behavior of the people. And usually, if you see in the universities and in the schools, a student is significantly influenced by the friends. Yeah, if in a group, all the friends are active learning, submit their work in time, attend in the classes, and usually you will see the people in that group all are kind of same. But if you see some people in a group, they are not active learner, or they don't like to submit their work on time. Usually, most of the people in that group may be of the same behavior. So the ethics actually is also being learned, or gained from the peer group, social groups. And also, there is significant influence of the ethics of a person is actually come from religion. Religion values, religion actually teach people the importance of ethics, the importance of honesty, importance of uh, integrity, and and usually is irrespective of which religion. No religion actually teach people to be dishonest or to do some misappropriation of power or something like that. So religion is an important, all the religions are actually important source of ethical guidelines. And also each and every profession has some ethical guidelines as such for the accountants or financial accountants, financial or the management accounting accountants. They they have some guidelines how they are supposed to maintain ethical behavior in the organization. So as I was saying, the IFAC provided five principles for maintaining ethical behavior. These five fundamental characteristics that actually should have as a financial manager or management accountants or accountants in an organization. So the first one is the integrity, honesty. An accountant should be honest. You will learn lots of things, or you will have, most importantly, the accountants deal with money in an organization. And it's really money is or getting money to be rich. Why people do kind of something wrong with other people, mostly with deals with money or monetary interest in there. So the accountant should be honest, should be deal with everything, honesty and maintaining integrity. Second one is the objectivity. Objectivity means unbiased, impartial. So whatever you record in the financial statement, when you record a transaction in the books of accounts, or you should be unbiased. You should be fair to all the people. You should be objective, not subject, right? And professional competence and due care. So the accountant's supposed to maintain their professional competence. They should be competent enough. They should develop their competencies. They should develop their efficiency in maintaining and doing these sorts of job in a particular organization. And confidentiality, as an accountant, as a financial manager, you will learn lots of things, internal issues, internal aspects of an organization, but you should not, or you cannot disclose this information to other people, to the outsiders. Except two cases, you can do this in two cases where if you are permitted to disclose these things to the people, so you can, in that case, you can disclose, or you can do in other case, like if you legally bound to do so. If the legal authority asks you to disclose these aspects, what the organization did, what wrong they did, if the legal authority asks you, in that case, you have to disclose it. Otherwise, no information, no confidential information should be disclosed to the outsiders. And professional behavior, right? So we have, as a teacher, as a doctor, as an accountant, we cannot do something that actually discredit the profession, right? We should maintain professional behavior with all the people we deal with. So the how, or in which cases uh, problems arising for accountants in practice, how actually unethical behavior, unethical aspects come or derive for an accountant. It can happen in terms of appointment, right? Appointment can be unfair, illegal, not illegal, but it can be unfair, it can be um, it may not be justified, it may not be appropriate. So an unqualified or less qualified person can be appointed. So something like that. Second opinion. So as an accountant, we should have just one opinion. We should not. For example, I'm an auditor, and at the same time, I'm providing consultancies to the organization. I should not have second opinion. I should play one role in relation to an organization, and also uh, unethical behavior or things come out in relation to remuneration, right? Unethical benefits because of providing some opinion or doing some business for the organization, doing some job or activity for the organization. So this can be marketing. If as an accountant, if we do marketize the product or the business or the organization, we should not do so. And independence, we have to maintain independence. We have to maintain our role as an independent person, in particularly in terms of audit. We should justify unbiasedly, objectively, not subjectively, right? I should not favor any party in case of reporting, in case of recording transactions in the books of accounts. I should be independent. The recording and my role should be fair to everyone. And threat to compliance with the fundamental principles. How the threat can come to an account as a role. So it can be self-interest threat, right? So accountant may do something wrong or play some role if the thing that it's actually a threat to self-interest, right? If you say something, if you provide unfavorable opinion to the organization, in that case, if if you feel, oh, the organization may not appoint me or my organization next year as an auditor, and then I will lose the benefit. We will lose the fees and remuneration that we are getting from the company. In that case, they may not say the truth. Self-review threat. So if I play dual role in an organization, for example, I'm an accountant, and at the same time, I'm also the auditor or internal auditor. I should not do that. If I prepare the reports or the document, I should not be the auditor. And if I'm an external auditor, I should not be consultant to the organization. In that case, it would be self-review threat. For example, I have provided the opinion, I have provided the consultancies to the company, and at the same time, as an auditor, I'm reviewing those documents. So I'm actually reviewing my opinion. I'm reviewing my activity. This is what we should not be. It is unethical. Advocacy threat, I should not be an advocate to the organization's business or profits or this kind of stuff. I should not advertise it on behalf of the company. And also familiarity threat. If I'm known to the company in some way, if my relatives, my father is my father's business, if my brother is a director of that company, so that there is familiarity threat, right? Like in that case, I can favor the company in different way, right? An intimidation threat, like if I say something, they will hurt me, they will kill me, um, they will have do something that will actually impact my business somewhere. That is, or they will do some harm to me. That is intimidation threat. In that case, there is possibility of um, that the accountant is doing something unethical. The requests that actually create unethical issues to the organization, to the accountants. These are some actual examples. Request to manipulate tax return by the employers. If employer says to manipulate in the tax return, reduce tax burden, that's unethical. That this is what an accountant, a financial manager should not do. Produce figures to mislead shareholders. No, we should not do that. We produce a financial statement that is unethical, favoring management, favoring um, someone against shareholders, against another party. This is what we should not do. Conceal information. If we hide some information, if we don't disclose some bad information, some information, if we show this, oh, that will actually reduce the asset of the organization or something like that, we should not do. We should disclose whatever fair, what is right. Manipulate overhead absorption rates to extort more income for customers, right? So we are showing lower amount of expenses. We should not do that. Authorize and conceal bribes to buyers and agents. No, we should not do that. If we do this, that will actually that would be unethical. That would be illegal. All right. Produce misleading projected figures to obtain additional finance. We will show, okay, next year organization will do really, really good. And the year after, it will actually shine so that the banking organization, financial institution provides us more loan. This is what we should not do. We should show what is fair, what is real, what is actual. And conceal improper expense, right? Expense claims put in by senior managers. Manager says, okay, shows this one as expense. And we showed this expense, but we recognize this in different way, different name. We are hiding those information. Over or undervalue assets, we can do, we may do sometime, which is really unethical. That is not right. That is this is what we call cooking financial statement. That will actually generate misleading information, wrong information, bad information, information which could lead to charges of insider dealing, request to refine bad debts as good debt, or vice versa. Right? Actually, it is uncollectible. Right? They said we will not be able to sell. We will not get this money, but we are showing that this is what we will receive. That is unethical. This is what we should not do. Conflict between codes and targets, right? So accounting scandals can happen from because of these sorts of conflicts, because of these sorts of scenarios. If the corporate environment is not good, reflection of a deficient corporate climate. If the if the, if the corporate climate is kind of fabricated, corporate climate is the whole environment is unethical, is running some bad way. The whole culture is doing something like that. It can happen, for particularly in the developing countries. In some countries where these sorts of practice are very common, very familiar. So in that case, it is very difficult to maintain integrity and honesty. It's very common to be involved in scandals. Concentration on settings unrealistic targets. Yeah, if the company give you an unrealistic target, and then you will try to find some other way to show, okay, you didn't do the things, but you will show that you did it, right? So that is unethical. That's the kind of scandals accountants can be involved, because organization created something that actually accountant cannot comply with. It's unrealistic. This is what you can't materialize or achieve. Promoting competition between the staff. If organization promote unrealistic, unhealthy competition between the staff, and if you say, okay, if you can achieve this, then you will get promotion, otherwise you will not. So what you can do, if you can't achieve this, then you will not get the promotion, you will not get it, other people will get it, and then you will do something, you may do something that is unhealthy, that is unethical, that is not good. Pressures, not unethical standards of managers, right? So also can pressure, not unethical standards of managers, all right? So if there is some sort of pressure, right, that may lead people to do some unethical behavior. And we are finishing soon. So the whistle blowing actually. So if you see something happening in organization somewhere, you see that some people are doing wrong, some people are doing unethical job. So if anyone from the organization inform top management, inform regulatory bodies, inform government, inform police, or some regulatory institutions that this is what is uh, um, going wrong here, unethical activities going here. So this is what we call whistleblowing. Someone from the organization actually revealing the truth to the government, revealing the right information to the people. That is what we call whistleblowing. So in this case, whistleblower has some sorts of protections from the regulatory bodies, immunity to the first party to report, right? So if you report to the first party, if you report to anyone, in that case, you would not be impacted. You would not be liable for that action. Your name would be anonymous whistleblowing. You can do without identifying your name, your identity, right? So that you may not be in trouble in future. And proportionate response, right? So and government support, you will get government support for that. You will get support for your response. And financial industry, regulatory authority uh, will deal with those cases, right, to protect you, to save you. Whistleblowing protection in the UK, yeah, the government and the rules and regulations actually protect the whistleblower in terms of UK's policy, and not only the government rules and regulation, every organization based on the rules and regulations. For example, the as I was talking about. Modern Slavery Act. So in that act, you have that option, you have that opportunity. If you see that employees' rights, human rights is violated in any organization, you can inform these information to the higher authority. You can inform those information to the government and regulatory bodies, and you would be protected, right? So these sorts of policies are available in the corporations as well. You have the opportunity to be honest, to deal with honesty and maintain honesty in case of doing your job in the organization, right? So it is important. Otherwise, you can see that lots of organizations and corporations are collapsing, right, because of accounting scandals. And if you search in Google, if you search in different search engine, you will see the accounting scandals or different sorts of scandals which are happening in the corporate sector each and every uh, uh, each and every month, each and every year, you can see those information. So that's why we need to develop our ethical standard, and we need to know what are the protections available for us in the corporate environments. Yeah. So this is all about the lecture today. So I hope you find this information valuable and important for your career. And thank you very much for watching, and see you in the seminar.